Hey everybody, my name is Miss Erica and I'm one of the children's librarians at Woodridge Library. So, the start of school is just around the corner and I bet we're all having a lot of feelings about it. Well, I am too. You know what a librarian does when they're having a lot of feelings? Well, I'll tell you, we make book piles, a lot of them. But nice thing is, no matter what elementary school grade you're going into, I think there's something in this book pile that'll make you feel better about the start of school. So let's dig in, shall we? Starting off with our picture books, we've got The Day You Begin by Jacqueline Woodson. Now, if you're one of our younger readers, you might be starting school for the very first time, or maybe you're going to a brand new school where you don't know anyone, and that can be really scary, especially when you feel like you might not fit in. If you're feeling worried, I would read this book with your family or someone you trust on the night before school starts. It has beautiful words and illustrations that will help you remember that there's always someone who will hear you as long as you speak up and raise your voice. Moving on, I've got another picture book. This is School's First Day of School. So the first day back at school is always tough, but have you ever thought about how it feels for the school? Imagine being quiet and serene and empty all summer, only to one day be filled with kids making a mess and having big feelings. That's exactly what happens in this very silly book by Adam Rex, and you'll love watching both the school and its kids get used to their new routines and settle into things. Teachers, this one's also great for story time in the classroom. All right, we have one more picture book for our older picture book readers. And this is The Truth About My Unbelievable Summer by Deride Calley. So have you ever had to tell your class on the first day of school what you did over summer vacation? Did you ever feel like maybe it wasn't that interesting? I definitely have. Well, maybe this book can give you some new ideas as a boy makes up his own long, ridiculous story about his summer break. But is the story all just made up? Or is there something more going on? This is a great one for sharing with friends on the first day. And teachers, it's good for lightening the mood when everyone's maybe a little nervous. All right, and now we go on to chapter books, starting with It's the First Day of School Forever. Bum bum. This one is obviously a little spooky. It's about a boy who has to go through the worst first day at school ever, over and over and over again. It gets crazier and crazier. I don't recommend it for young readers, but for grades 4 and up or so, I think you'll have a blast. You know, sometimes when I'm scared about something, or maybe a little worried, I actually like to read something scary to make me feel better. It may sound weird, but it's nice to know that whatever I'm dealing with, well, it can't be as bad as whatever's happening in here. If that made any sense to you, I'd maybe give this one a try. I think you'll have a lot of fun and it might just make you feel better. And for our oldest readers in elementary school, we have one last book. This is Katie the Cat Sitter by Colleen F. Venable, A.F. Venable, excuse me. Now, this recent graphic novel is a little different on this for this list because it takes place entirely during summer break. It's not about the start of school at all, but it touches on some big anxieties that folks can have as school gets closer. It's a good reminder that, you know, sometimes friends change and grow apart during the summer, especially in that transition between fourth grade and fifth grade and middle school. It's a big time for a lot of big changes, and sometimes friends grow apart, and that's okay. You know, it's a part of life, and it makes way for new things in a new school year. Also, this book has like hundreds of cats in it, so, you know, what's not to love? Okay. So if any of those books sound interesting to you, I hope that you'll pick them up from your local DCPL branch, or you can put them on hold and have them brought to any branch you choose, or try to find them at your local school library. Not your local school library, your school library, just your school library, because that's another great resource that you'll have access to again soon. So say hi to your school librarian for me. I've been Miss Erica, and thank you for joining me as we do one of my favorite things in the world, which is talk about books. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.